Welcome to part 2 of the Brightcore video energy series on the New Jersey TREC program. I'm Mike Richter, president of Brightcore, an advocate for clean energy as well. Many of you know me from my prior career stopping hockey pucks with the New York Rangers. I'm now the president of Brightcore Energy. Brightcore is an end-to-end energy solutions company that helps our clients procure and install energy efficiency solutions to save costs. By end-to-end, we mean really identifying, designing, and building these projects up from the ground, including the financial underpinnings where is necessary. Today, I'm joined by Rob Krugel, my friend and co-CEO. Rob has a deep experience in the solar world, and most importantly, has a great understanding of the financial underwriting capabilities that is necessary for these projects. So today we're going to get a little bit deeper on the TREC program. Rob, thank you for joining us.
Great. Yeah, happy to join. And this is part 2 in our series here on TRECs. We talked about last week the basics of the TREC in terms of what it is, how it works, what the value of it is. Today we're going to talk about one of the interesting applications that TRECs are creating here in terms of a transaction structure that really was not viable under the prior SREC program, but that works quite well under the TREC program.
Right, so you have really the most robust incentive program in the country, but a lot of people were staying away from it in the past because of the potential client vacancy issue. And so just let's talk to that specifically on how this new program gets around that very real risk in the past.
Great. Yes, great question. So one of the challenges historically in what we call the split incentive structure, where you have a landlord who owns a building and you have a tenant who occupies the building, specifically in the context of triple net lease buildings where the tenant is responsible for electricity costs. In the past, one of the challenges was unless you had tenants that had very long-term leases, upwards of 15 or 20 years, we had a challenge because the solar project, as we know, is a long-term asset that generally in these transactions needs to have a counterparty commit to purchase the energy for 15, 20, 25 years. But when you have tenants who have short-term leases, 3, 5, 7 years remaining, obviously they don't want to be obligated to buy power beyond the term of their lease. And at the same time, the landlord doesn't want to be obligated to buy power when the building is vacant. So as a result, you have literally millions of square feet of these types of buildings in New Jersey, whether they're industrial buildings, large commercial office buildings that currently don't have solar, despite the fact that they have great characteristics and could benefit from solar, but given that split incentive, weren't really able to pursue it in the past. The TREC structure now enables us to address this market segment. So we're excited about that.
So that's fantastic. It's very interesting how that vacancy, and particularly now it applies in post-COVID world or during COVID world. There's a lot of vacancies out there, and that creates uncertainty. So this TREC program evolved to actually address this. Maybe get into the weeds a little bit more here and just talk about how this enables our clients to move on putting solar in and eliminates that uncertainty.
Great, happy to do that. So the key element of the TREC program that enables these types of transactions is the fact that, as we talked about last week, it's a long-term fixed price contract from the state to purchase TRECs at an attractive price. And because of that long-term contract, we have a little bit more flexibility on the energy sales side of the revenue equation. And so as a result, we're able to, we've developed a structure which we've been discussing with many customers and potential customers with great reception, whereby tenants sign a power purchase agreement to buy energy only for the term of their lease. At the same time, we sign a lease with landlords where we pay rent for allowing us to host our equipment on their building, on their rooftop. And the upshot of all of this is landlords generate a revenue stream, tenants lower their operating costs through lower electricity costs, and neither party needs to commit beyond the term of the lease. So it's really a win-win, and as it relates to both counterparties, neither of them needs to invest any capital. So it's quite an attractive transaction.
That's really fantastic. So you got a great incentive. We spoke about that last time, but I think this is a sneaky important moment. We have a de-risk situation that's never really been there in the past as far as it relates to the potential for tenant vacancy. And that has really blocked a lot of the consideration for solar in the past. So this is a very, very powerful mechanism. We're happy to talk about it more, and you can learn more on our website at brightcoreenergy.com. I encourage you to go there, learn about the TREC Solar program in New Jersey, and of course, other energy efficiency solutions that we offer here at Brightcore. And look forward to seeing you next time on the Brightcore Energy Series. Thanks so much.